Why Ron Desantis' 2024 stock is rising. A Wall Street Journal story. DeSantis has burnished his brand with a COVID-19 response that has enthused the voters base of a former President Trump, while in Florida at least, also impressing the kind of moderate and suburban voters who turned away from Mr. Trump in 2020. As the GOP looks to rebuild after losing a presidential election last year, that formula could give Mr. DeSantis an advantage over rivals who similarly are trying to forge their own path in the shadow of Trump. Over the past year, DeSantis rejected the advice of most public health experts and reopened the state's economy early, resisted mask mandates and other restrictions, and made Florida one of the most permissive settings in the U.S. He received praise from Republicans and scathing criticism from Democrats while sparring regularly with the media, practice that endeared him to fans and allies of Trump. Thoughts?
You know, he's not a lightning rod like Trump is. And if you're thinking about 2024, the Republicans have to find some candidate that they maybe get a little bit of momentum behind. Trump came out the other day and said, I don't even know if I'm going to run for president again. And if I do, I won't say anything until 2022. So he's really not really a factor right now. And DeSantis is doing well. The state's doing well. He's likable. He's not hated by everybody on the left yet. So we'll see. I don't know if that. Do you think that's his intentions? Maybe to run for president.
Look at the picture they use with the finger to show the similarities between him and Trump. You know how Trump would do the finger thing.
Well, this is the Wall Street Journal. They're more center right.
I think they're center right.
I trust what the Wall Street Journal has to say. Well, look, Florida for sure was the big winner in the pandemic. Okay, Texas, arguably up there as well with Governor Abbott. Who I guess was polling around 0 at CPAC, and Ron DeSantis was polling pretty well. But Florida was the big winner in the pandemic. They did what? They hosted the Super Bowl. They hosted the NBA bubble. They've been trying to get the Olympics down here. So credit needs to go to the top. He's the governor. He's in charge of Florida. So, he made some magic happen. But in 2024, I don't think he stands a chance against The Rock. So there it is.
DeSantis doesn't stand a chance against The Rock in 2024.
No.
Interesting. You think Rock's running in 2024?
I would guess maybe 20. I don't know.
How do you run in 2024 against? If you're going to be a Democrat, you can't run. Because he can't run against Biden.
Whoa. Let's not assume that Biden's going to be there.
Well,
okay.
You are thinking
I have a $1,000 bet that he's going to make it through this term.
Listen, this thing's making you money here with this.
I'm making money.
You're making. I got to tell you got to have like your
I'm
own
not
betting
red.
site.
I'm not blue. I'm all about the green, baby.
But if you think about it, the state of Florida is the capital of the Republican Party. Now that you have the entire Trump family living here, right? And you got a strong governor, so watch for him.
Mario Hernandez just gave $100 and said the $15,000 seems excessive. Plus, undocumented immigrants do pay taxes from sales to Fed and don't get a tax refund for or very little.
Well, that's true, but they don't pay income
point.
taxes. That's the difference.
Yeah, that's the difference. So if you enjoyed this little short segment from the podcast that we did, here's another short segment to watch. Or if you want to see the entire podcast, click over here. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.